Hello everyone, this is the second video I'm recording now. Currently working on a project that needs to be done, and one task is I need to make this wave animation out of screens. So I modeled this screen, and how I did this wave is just non-linear wave deformer. I added two wave deformers to break up the shape and make it sort of more realistic. I'm not taking much care about the details of how these waves animate, because at the end it's gonna be screens, and screens are large and you're not gonna notice the small details in the mesh. So I even modeled this plane so the edges are distributed exactly as the spacing of the screens that I want it to be. If you want to see how it's gonna look like, just crop to the end of the video, check out how it's gonna look like, and then come back here just to have an idea. So what we do, back to this deformer here, I added an expression on the offset. I do it like this: equal time divided by 8. So then you get this animation, no keyframes. Okay. We need to do some scripting in this example here. I'm gonna show you how I do it manually, and then I'll tell you how to do this in scripting, because at the end you need to duplicate the screens and attach it to what's called a surface attach. Surface attach is something you get in the muscle system. You go to the bounding boxes, surface attach. Okay, no, nothing's gonna happen because you need to select either face or edge. So I'm selecting this face and go to surface attach, and gives you this locator. So what I'm gonna do is make a script that duplicate this screen and add constraint between the locator and the screen, point constraint and aim constraint. So this locator moves with the surface, as you notice. Great. I'm gonna delete this because luckily, if you select all the faces and go to surface attach, it's gonna give you one locator for each face, which is nice. It's gonna slow the animation, so I prefer if you hide these locators for now. And okay, let's start with the first one. Duplicate the screen. The screen is selected. Select the locator that you just created, the muscle locator with surface attached, and go to constraint. Now I could have added parent constraint, but parent constraint I want to remove the maintain offset. If you remove the maintain offset, look what happened. Where did the screen go? Sorry, I removed the screen offset and it flips the screen. Okay, I can work around in the offset, but I don't want much work. So what I'm gonna do instead is just create point constraint, and this one I don't want to maintain the offset, so it snaps it exactly to the locator location. And then create orient constraint, and orient constraint maintain the offset. Apply. Yeah, that's, but what we are missing here is that the surface is already deformed, so you need to get each one of these aligned to it. Well, you can do that very easily by sort of muting the animation or disabling the animation of these for a minute. So I'm gonna remember this 0.01, or I'm gonna zero this out and zero this out. Okay, now we're good. Now when I duplicate this and go to the constraint, parent constraint, no maintain offset, yeah, select the locator first, then the duplicated screen, and then add this constraint. It comes all the way here. Yeah, it's already selected, so go back and create aim constraint as well. So what you get is this result. It moves very nicely with the surface. Okay, now let me delete this because I'm gonna do the same thing in melt script. to duplicate all these screens and align them manually with the thing. You know, I created this script, so I'm gonna create it one more time. How I did that is just create a string variable, and I'm gonna call this, what do I call it, locators, guys, whatever you want to call it, just in order to be able to use it later. And this is gonna list the selection of all the surface attached that we created, ls-sl. I hope I'm making sense. I'm not getting you lost around here. So this is a string, and it's array string because we need to select all these surface attached, and for each one it's gonna duplicate one of these screens and attach it to this. How I did this script, I just did the process manually and got the echoed command in here. Echo all commands, you can use this if you didn't find all of it, and then constructed very small and simple tiny script. Again, for you guys that doesn't know scripting, skip the whole part and copy paste the script that I'm gonna do later. I'm just gonna tell you what to replace in your script. So this is string, and then I'm gonna do a loop for each guy in, I'm gonna call each guy in this and this loop and this string, sorry. Do this. What is it gonna do? Okay, first it's gonna select the screen, get this command, select the screen, and then it's gonna duplicate it, Control D, duplicate it. Okay, but when I duplicate, I want to get the name of the duplicated object, so it's screen 2, but it's different for each duplicate. So I'm gonna put this in a string, sorry, where is that? Okay, string duplicated guy. Okay, I'm gonna go into an array and then add these what do I call them? So it executes the command and it saves the results of it into an array. So now check this out. I'm gonna duplicate this. Okay, it duplicates the selected, and the result is screen 3, which is this one. Somebody sent me an email. Okay, I'm gonna delete the first one because we will be dealing with this. And again, for you guys that doesn't know scripting, all what you need to do after finishing the script, after you receive the script from me, is just replace this name. You have it screen 1, you might have it, you know, ball 1 or game 1, whatever the object that you have. Now this duplicated object, I want to constrain it. Add point constraint as well as aim constraint. So first select the locator. Okay, so it's going to be select R. The locator each time in the loop it's going to be different, so I'll get this each guy. Okay, it's going to select the current locator, and then select toggle, which is going to keep this selected, and add to it TGL. Okay, add what? Add this one that has already been duplicated, the new guy that was duplicated, and it's gonna be the first in the array, so I'm gonna give it 0, and always remember to close the line. Okay, so I'm gonna do the constraint manually, so I get the echo command and know how to do that. First select this, and okay, first duplicate this, select, and get this one, constraint, parent constraint. This is the command for it. Very simple. And since we are here, okay, the offset is 0, so we don't have offset, we don't maintain the offset. And then as it's selected currently, just create orientConstraint, and this is maintain offset on MO, because we want to maintain the rotation, we don't want it to flip. That's it. Now let's delete this one again and select all the surface attach locators and execute it, and hope it's gonna work. It's gonna take some time for each one of these to finish it. We have 624 locators, so it's going through all of them. Yeah, and now here is the result. Very interesting. Okay, now to speed it up, I already have kind of smooth on it, so I'm gonna select them all, put them in a group, and press 1 to remove the smoothing so it's faster, and bring back the wave. Now it was, as I remember, maybe 1. Yeah, I can get that visually here. 1 is good, and this was, I think, 0, 1. It was 0, 5. Let's see. Okay, this is the surface. I'm gonna hide it and keep it to the screens. This is the animation you will get. Very nice. Not playing in real time, but there we go. It's better than particles because it's already cached. If you want to cache this animation, you just select all of these guys and bake simulation from here. Keys, bake simulation. You can even select the options and tell it I want OK to bake the rotation and translation only from channel box. Bake, and you get all the keyframes. You can remove the constraints that you already add, and that's it. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much. See you in the next tutorial. I don't know when I'm gonna do it. Bye.